So in terms of what parents and student athletes should really understand about NIL is that NIL gives them a third option, right? It gives you an option again to not only be a student athlete, but also, you know, a student and an athlete, but also an opportunity to become a brand. And as a brand, you are positioning yourself to become a business. Just as an aside, of the companies that are listed on the S&P 500, these are the top performing companies in the world that's traded on the stock market. So we're talking about Apple, we're talking about Toyota, we're talking about Amazon, Tesla. Of the top companies that are on the S&P 500, the wealthiest companies, 90% of their value comes from their brand. Tesla trades at a very high rate, not because of the cars that it sells or the assets that they own or even the real estate that they own. It is brand value, perceived value in the market by people who purchase that stock. So what you really need to understand is as a brand, you get to tell your own story. You get to target your own niche, the people that you want to influence. You get to tell, you get to share in ways that are important to you and create a message that is important to you as well. So I think what's really important to understand is that NIL actually gives you a focus in that it helps student athletes to develop a personal brand enterprise, right? And so when I say enterprise, we're going beyond just name, image, and likeness and posting content. What we're really talking about is ways to leverage name, image, and likeness beyond simple affiliate or sponsorship opportunities. We're talking about ways to create relationships and to get more leverage to even build ancillary types of business activities and ancillary type of investments from that brand. So again, the business of branding is really, I think, the key to take away from NIL. I think there's a lot of focus in the short term on these kids are just buying, you know, a bunch of stuff and they're just going to, you know, use the money to be bigger consumers. But I think the long term, what we're doing is we're creating a new generation of entrepreneurs who are going to be self-sufficient and build, you know, big brands that are going to do big things and hire lots of people. Still, the market is still, the employment market is still filled primarily by Main Street and not Wall Street. So small entrepreneurs, they hire 80 to 85% of all the people who are actually employed are employed by small businesses. And these young people, these young student athletes are small businesses through their brand development.